To be honest, I don't think anyone's ever made a video like this before, or at least I haven't seen it. But you know me, I wouldn't bring something to you unless I knew it was needed. Because to be honest, I see your comments. I see the questions bugging your minds like, when's he coming back, or do you think she'll rerun soon? I noticed it all, and it got me digging. I did the research, and I actually found a lot. I even know the exact patch Columbina might be released in, and I can't wait to share that secret with you guys. But here's the truth. Some characters, they might never come back, and that's something we need to talk about. You see, in all likelihood, the vast majority of time you'll ever spend seeing some of these characters on a banner has passed, and someday in the future, it might be the last time they will ever make an appearance. I know that sounds kinda scary, and yeah, I won't lie, it is. One day, without any big announcement or warning, we'll get their final rerun, and that'll be it. No more comebacks, no more reruns, just memories and regrets. So, my only advice? Be ready, stay on guard. Because the next time your favorite shows up, it might just be the last. Now, as of making this video, we're just 300 subscribers away from hitting 15,000. And when we do, we're giving away 10 Welkin Moons to 10 lucky winners. Yeah, 10. It's my way of saying thank you for sticking with me through all of this. So if you want to join in, or even if you just want to support my videos, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, maybe leave a like or drop a comment below. It helps way more than you think, and it lets me know that you're here with me, riding through the patches, one primo at a time. And hey, if you ever want to top up and save some cash, then feel free to visit my partner U7Buy. They offer the best discount for gaming top-ups. For example, instead of getting the $100 Genesis crystals for $100, why not just get it for $79? All you have to do is enter your UID and boom, it appears in your account. There's nothing to fear as they have strong buyer protection, and as if that wasn't enough, they've got mouth-watering deals on their site. So if you want to save some cash on your next top-up, then use my link in description or pinned comment to save yourself the extra cash. Now that we've got that covered, let's dive into the lineup of characters we'll be talking about today. Some have a guaranteed chance of returning soon, while others, not so much. But don't worry, I'll be breaking down the exact reasons why each one is expected in their predicted patch. First up is Citlali. She's arriving pretty soon, but the real question is, which phase? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out. Then we've got the rest of the roster: Chaska, Mualani, Nilu, Wanderer, Arlecchino, and Alhaitham. By the end of this video, you'll not only know when they will return, but you'll also have a pretty solid idea of when new characters like Escoffier could show up again. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Starting with Citlali. Now let's be real, with the 5.7 banner already confirmed, it's pretty clear we won't be seeing anyone named Citlali in 5.7. But come closer, let me share a quick secret. You see, 5-star gets their rerun about 4 to 6 patches after their debut. Still doubting that? Then take Neuvillette for example. She debuted in version 4.3 and got her rerun in 4.8. That's a clean and obvious 5-patch gap. Now the most extreme case we've seen is with Kiori. She didn't come back until 6 patches later. Why the delay? Well, simply put, her banner didn't perform as well as Hoyoverse expected. The Wanderer and this guy are perfect examples of this, but as expected, they've got fans waiting for them, so we'll make sure to cover them too. With all that said, it doesn't take a genius to realize that Citlali pulled in a solid stash of money. I mean, watch the values speak for themselves, and Hoyoverse is itching to rerun her. Especially with Mavuika coming back, they know people are absolutely down bad for Granny Itzli right now. So based on all the analysis so far, it's pretty safe to say Citlali is coming in 5.8. But can we narrow it down even further? Well, yes. Because according to HXG Diluk, there won't be any new 5-star characters in 5.8, which is kind of weird, considering Natlan still hasn't introduced its 17th character. But putting that aside, here's the thing. There's no new character in 5.8. Hoyoverse is likely planning to rerun multiple cryo characters thanks to Skirk's release, and Citlali is basically a must-have unit if you're pulling from Mavuika. So putting all that together, it's pretty clear that Citlali is approved for the first phase of 5.8. Now I should point out the fact that 5.8 is the final patch of the Natlan phase, which means we're definitely getting a summer event in the second half. And you know who gives off major summer vibes? Exactly, Mualani. She's only had one banner so far and honestly now feels like the perfect time to let her loose again. But here's the thing, back in 5.0, a lot of people quickly pulled for her. And, well, the complaints also started rolling in quickly and they haven't exactly stopped. Here's the issue. Her skill and burst are both auto-aim, but they still had tracking problems. Her skill has thankfully been fixed. Great. But her burst, still shaky. And that's a problem. I mean, imagine stacking buffs, building your rotation perfectly, and then Her burst completely misses the target. Yeah, no one would be seen smiling in such scenario. What makes it worst is that her burst is a one-time thing. It doesn't have post-usage effects like Mavuika's own, so when you use it, you really just use it and lose it. So while Hoyoverse might bring her back for 5.8's summer event, a lot of players are still going to be hesitant unless that burst issue finally gets patched up. Either way, Mualani is approved to rerun in the second phase of 5.8. We're already filling 5.8 banner like Legos, one character at a time, and as much as I don't want to see this as a banner lineup, there's just really a crazy take that I have to show you guys. You see, after checking previous banner cycles, I noticed that we have never had a patch which is full of female character back-to-back. For example, the 4.8 patch consisted of females only. And right after that, we got a dual male patch balancing things up. Same can be seen in version 4.3 and 4.4. 4.3 was a full female patch, and 4.4 had to break that cycle. It's a nice little detail that I noticed and found very unique in Genshin banner. Now, they never showed consistency in the exact amount of guys that show up, but majority of the time it's been 1, 2, or 3, but never 4. I don't know why we've never had a full male banner, but hey, I'm not mad. Now, with all that said, we already know that 5.7 is a full female banner lineup, so it's safe to expect at least one male character in 5.8, and that's where I think Wanderer might finally make his return. But he's got competition. Alhaitham and yes, even Liney are fighting for that spot. So to settle this, I turned to the trusty global pull analysis on my go-to website. Let's see. Interesting. So the results are out, and it seems to be a draw between Wanderer and Alhaitham. So what do we do in a situation like this? Simple, we allocate both of them to 5.8, problem solved. Now, figuring out which phase each will land in is a bit trickier, but here's a quick snapshot of what we're looking at in 5.8. Of course, if one or two of these characters mysteriously disappear by the time 5.8 drops, don't come at me with pitchforks, alright? I'm just a scientist here, analyzing the data. Now, although this video isn't about banner lineup, the set of characters we were dealing with just seems to fill their circle. Anyways, with 5.8 out of the way, there will be a jump to 6.0, where we'll be introduced to Nodcry. Now look at the Nodcry in question. Observe it, understand it. What exactly do you see? If you said mountains and bad terrain, then you're absolutely right. That's the exact answer I was expecting. UC Genshin always capitalizes on the situation at hand when deciding what character to rerun. With the mountainous region, we can expect the one and only Chaska to make an official return. Nodcry will be harder to traverse than Natlan, that's for sure, so Hoyoverse would definitely want to bite down on that offer. There was also another offer heating up in the corner because with Citlali rerunning in 5.8, it's pretty obvious that if you didn't get Mavuika, then you're going for the daddy of all daddies, Arlecchino. Citlali acts as a perfect support for these two, so Hoyoverse, being a profit business, will try to capitalize on this as much as possible. Now, as I've said earlier, this is and isn't a banner lineup video, so I really don't have to fill all the slots if I feel like no character matches that spot. Now, only one spot will be missing because, as usual, we are up for another Archon rerun phase. What Archon are we to expect exactly? Well, it's not exactly 100% certain, but one thing we can do is eliminate certain characters one by one. First of all, Raiden just had her rerun too recently, so we can't expect her in 6.0. Mavuika too won't be able to make this rerun so early since she'll even be seen as much too recent like Raiden. Now that leaves us with 4 options: Venti, Zhongli, and yes, Lady Furina. Now only 3 of these Archons will rerun because we are to be expecting Columbina release right on patch 6.4. Now stay with me because I have something serious to talk about why I can boldly say she's coming in 6.4. This pattern is super obvious and I'm actually excited that I found it. You see, Zhongli and Venti were released in 1.0, keep in mind the 0. Then the next Archon release for the next region was Raiden, released on exactly version 2.1. Already seeing the pattern? If not, then let me continue. Nahida is the Archon of Sumeru, the next region after Inazuma, and guess what patch she was released in? Exactly patch 3.2. As for Furina, well, she debuted on 5.2, but we really can't blame her since she isn't an actual Archon. And of course, we can't forget Mavuika, who released on exactly 5.3, further pushing the numbers. Now with all these said, it doesn't take a genius to realize that Columbina would most likely debut in 6.4. Anyways, back to 6.0, this is where things begin to warm up. You see, the last time Nahida had a banner was in 5.1, Raiden had hers in 5.0, and has already reappeared in 5.6, thereby making her disqualified for this run. So of course, we can expect only Nahida to make her return in 6.1, then in 6.2 we can expect Zhongli, and lastly Furina to make her return in 6.3. Then we wrap up with Columbina in 6.4. Now you might be wondering, what about the remaining characters like Alhaitham, Nilu, and other cuties? Well, it's two options. It's either they get their Chronicle banner alongside Nahida, or they get their rerun between 6.0 and 6.3. And wow, there we have it, the best breakdown I've done so far. Especially with the nice things I discovered along the way, I'm also glad that I got to share it with you guys. And hey, due to popular request, we'll be doing a viewer poll session in the future, where we'll be wailing on some of our subscriber accounts. Trust me, it'll be fun, and I'll be making it into a video, so yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video or want to stay tuned for more updates, then kindly consider subscribing. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.